thinking that has led journalists to engage in suppression and deception instead of old-fashioned reporting. It's a window into how predominantly urban, college-educated Democrats run newsrooms where they publish information designed to appeal to other urban, college-educated Democrats. Day after day, night after night, the reporters and editors who make up the mainstream media have convinced themselves that their audiences, and their opinions, are superior to other people's thinking. The others are akin to deplorables. They're racists ready to riot. They're rubes who can't read a map, or they're rednecks who don't know how to spell. Half the country is keenly aware that they are routinely mocked and looked down upon by much of the media. How the media think this is good for America is beyond me. The disdain shown by too many reporters for too many Americans is a major reason our nation is polarized and divided. It's not just politicians who are at fault. The mainstream media's small-minded approach to its job and routine dismissal of conservative or populist thought is an important contributor to our nation's divisions. This snobbery and lack of respect and understanding of conservatives and populists breeds resentment and increased polarization. The media play a significant role in driving the American people apart. This is a book about how and why the American people have lost faith in the media. It's about a once trusted institution that is now at the bottom of the barrel in terms of trust. Most Americans no longer think the media tell the news fully, fairly, and accurately. It's what happens when a group of mostly college-educated Democrats, out of touch with much of the country, determine what is and isn't news, suppressing news they don't like, repeating deceptions that they do, in a way that resonates with fellow college-educated Democratic readers and viewers, alienating pretty much everyone else. If you are a conservative or independent in America, you know the media is not fair. However, conservatives often get this conflict wrong. We misread what the media is trying to do, and we misinterpret why they are doing it. There is no secret meeting where liberals decide how to pervert the news. There is no central source of propaganda. It's worse than that. It comes naturally to the media because they're too much alike. They have a diversity problem. Interestingly, liberals too suffer because of media bias. America's liberal base is increasingly untethered from reality. Thanks to a press corps that couldn't possibly conceive of a Donald Trump victory, Democrats have had a hard time understanding why and how Hillary Clinton did not win the 2016 election in a much-anticipated landslide. There had to be a deeper, more sinister reason. Voila! Collusion. Based on media reporting, Democrats knew Special Counsel Robert Mueller would deliver and indict Trump and his top aides. Democrats and much of the media are still having a tough time accepting that Trump and his campaign never did the things they were accused of doing concerning Russia. In the pages that follow, I'm going to argue that for all our debates about lies, misinformation, and polarization, we are ignoring a fundamental cause of a crisis driving our country apart: the media itself. So long as the mainstream media continues to engage in suppression, deception, snobbery, and bias, our nation will be harmed. When you hear about Russian collusion, narrow-minded, intolerant Republicans, Nicholas Sandmann, the Covington Catholic High School kid on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, mostly peaceful protesters, and college football celebrations instantly labeled as super-spreader events, while Democratic celebrations of Joe Biden's 2020 election victory are not so labeled, but you don't hear about President Biden's ethical problems, the Democratic Party chairman in a Texas county who called South Carolina Republican Senator Tim Scott an Oreo, and the Democratic National Committee staffer who opposed hiring straight white men. And when you read and see descriptions of GOP policies that make Republicans look bad, you will see what's really been happening. You'll see an activist press corps that has its thumb on the scale, a press corps that increasingly, aggressively takes sides in our national debates, a press corps that is out of touch, gets things wrong, and just doesn't care. To understand why the media is an institution held in such low regard, let's go back to the beginning, to the original sin of who becomes a reporter in the first place.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.